Hey, what is up, guys? Today we're gonna talk about the 3 must-have shield builds for DZ and LZ heroics or directive in Division 2, the game. So let's get on with it. The very first build I'd like to introduce to everybody is called the Bawa Quick Chance Damage build that is very DPS focused more than defense focused. However, the chosen talents and skills chosen for this build should be more than enough to keep you alive and do a fair amount of DPS in DZ and LZ missions as well. So this build variation is One Piece Walker, One Piece Badger Turf with Perfectly Unbreakable, One Piece Close Out, which is DZ exclusive holster, One Piece DH, One Piece Grupo, and One Piece Seska Viroba. Yeah, so this is the only loadouts that yours truly actually had made up on her own that actually includes 6 different brand sets of gear to achieve maximum effectiveness of this build. So as I mentioned, this is a 5 blues and 1 reds build. Reason being, you need the 1 red and stack on crit chance and crit damage is to maximize your DPS of your pistol, aka I would strongly suggest a Liberty if you are a Liberty type of person. The weapon handling for this pistol is, how do I say this? It takes a while to get used to. If you're not used to the aiming, if you're not used to the weapon handling of this awesome exotic pistol that hits really hard, which I will showcase to you in a while, you might want to try out with other pistols first. So we're gonna we're gonna try to squeeze in gameplay for each shield builds.
Go in, take them down, and get out.
Okay, let's do this.
We think Black Tusk may be after the DCD's databases as a means to exploit the broad-spectrum antivirals they captured. We need to
Actually, this build is really ideal if you are looking into doing solo farming in LZ or even in DZ. It's very ideal for PvP as well, but I wouldn't say it's ideal for conflict because conflict would involve a lot of this elemental and skill strategizing. So I would say if you were to play in this build in DZ LZ mode, it shouldn't be a problem to be a efficient tank and stay alive. I wouldn't. This is not a very support build. This is a very solo type of a gameplay type of build because the this build is built for individual play, but at the same time it's a good build as well because your output of DPS is pretty effective. Yeah, it's very DPS focused kind of a shield build. We are going to showcase to you guys the second one of the 3 must-have shield builds for DZ and LZ heroics or directive build. If you're not a pistol person, do not worry, we got you covered. The next build we're going to introduce to you is the Crusader Shield AR build. So this build is comprises of 4 pieces of True Patriot, and you will want your backpack to be on you want your True Patriot to be on your backpack instead of anything else, because you want to increase your white buff from 2% to 3%, even though if it's just only a 1% increase in your white buff, it is the main thing. It is actually the main talent and main reason why we are wearing the backpack and also choosing True Patriot for this build, because you will want more of your white buff, and the other red and blue buff would be a bonus to your whole team if you're going to use this in a team play. I would say this is a pretty team play kind of build, and at the same time, if you're not a pistol person, this build would be good if you are someone who loves to use AR with your shield, or even a shotgun or SMG, and even a rifle. Okay, let's move on. So the brand set variation for this is pretty simple. You want to use a Walker and Harris for one, and you would like to make sure that your core attribute is actually rerolled to from red to a blue. You can afford to have one red on this build, same as the Bulwark Shield build, DPS, crit chance, crit damage focus, because you're running a technician that's already giving you +1 skill tier, so you do not worry about you don't have to worry that your shield is not at tier 6. The reason why you want to choose an AR, a high RPM AR for this build, is because you want to make sure that when your white flag is the so-called procced, the white buff, the white flag buff is the only buff that is going to heal your armor, your actual armor, and your shield will be healed by your headshot with your transformation talent, on your weapons. I've chosen ACS shotgun with preservation just in case if I need a quick repair of my armor. Okay. You want to make sure that this build is more stacked on headshot and quick chance. If you want to stack it up on quick chance, quick damage, that is good too. But honestly, I would feel like stacking on quick chance, quick headshot will be most wise for this build, as you do require, this build requires you to hit on the NPC's head to gain your shield repair back. Because if you were to read on the transformation talent requires us to hit on the NPC's head. So that's why I decided to stack on a headshot instead of a quick chance quick damage on this build. So the vest, I've chosen Fenris because it is to maximize your weapon damage of your chosen type of weapon. So if in any case you have decided to use, let's say, shotgun as your main weapon, so you need to make sure that Badger Turf is chosen for shotgun and Overlord is chosen for rifle, so on and so forth, respectively. The talent on the vest, which is a must-have and crucial for this build, is a kinetic momentum. If you were to read on the talents for the kinetic momentum, it increases your skill repair. Your skill repair, which is your shield repair, better if both talents are activated at the same time. As you can see on the below our health bar, the kinetic momentum is activated. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. This is your full hazard protection Bulwark Shield Artificer Technician Specialization build surrounding to increase DPS of your liberty, but at the same time you are fully 100% protected from all hazards of all kinds, including bleed, including shock, including disrupt, all of the hazards 100%. So the brand set chosen for this build variation is 511 3 pieces. It's a must-have, okay, to achieve maximum effect for this build. And 1 piece yarn and 2 piece Seska by Roba. So as you can see, all these chosen brand set has a very similar edge bonus attribute, which is the 10% hazard protection. So on top of your 60%, you have an additional 40% of additional hazard protection from the total combination of your gear together. So you want to double check and go under stats to see if you have your 100% hazard protection. There you have it, guys. as long as your attributes and your sub attributes has already maxed out its 10% for each 6 pieces of gear, has maxed out its 10% hazard protection, you should achieve 100% when you put together this build. And the second attribute that you want to focus on is of course your headshot. So you want to take note that when you're firing your pistol, you want to make sure that you get your headshot to achieve maximum DPS most of the time. We're gonna turn on all directives under the heroics difficulty. Okay, so this is the gameplay. A quick example of how the gameplay is going to be like for this full 100% hazard protection Balrog shield build with Liberty. The reason why you want to have 100% hazard protection for this build is because NPCs when you turn on all directives with a logo like this on top of their head means the NPC is actually equipped with special ammunition that is going to shock you or either have you burn or even disrupt you. So you want to make sure when you're running an all directives solo, you want to have a full 100% hazard protection from this special ammunition for NPC. It should be a smooth run. The only cons I see from using this build is for using shield builds is shield usually would slow you down. So you want to make sure that you don't equip with your shield when you're trying to move around places. Once again, the variation for this build is 3-piece 511 and 1-piece YA. You can find the YA gear in DZ, and it does take a while to find your ideal piece of YA gear. And the chosen talent for this build are Protector and Unbreakable. So briefly, this is the gameplay for this build. You can see that I would say Liberty would still be a good choice of pistol because Liberty kind of hits the hardest among all other pistol. So guys, please watch on because we're gonna show you right now the bonus DPS build in Division 2, the game. So here it is, everybody, the long-awaited DPS SMG short-range build that can hit up to 800k crit damage per ammunition. So this particular brand set we have chosen Coyote Mask is a must. Why? Because you want to achieve the very first bonus of the Pack Instinct talent. Because you'll be running this build in a very short range cover to get close to NPCs to proc your Intimidate, as well as your Bloodsucker or even your perfect Adrenaline Rush if you have chosen to use Walker and Harris on your backpack. You want to achieve this 25% critical hit damage for this build, so Coyote Mask is a must. Followed by 2-piece only, 2-piece Sokolov Concern, 1-piece Grupo, 1-piece Walker, 2-piece and 2-piece Walker, my apologies, and 2-piece Walker. There you have it, guys. So 2-piece Sokolov, 2-piece Walker, 1-piece Coyote, and 1-piece Grupo Sombra. The reason why you do not need any quick chance gear on this build is because by default, all exotics weapon, it should have a bonus 10% of a critical hit chance. So you should have more than enough quick chance when you stack this build on. When you focus this build more on quick chance and crit damage, you want to make sure that your crit damage comes first before anything else, before your crit damage. I have too much critical hit chance on this build, hence I have wrote my glove critical chance to actually weapon handling for faster reload, for better accuracy and everything else that comes along with it. Weapon handling. Okay guys, you want to achieve as high as possible the critical hit damage as possible, but of course, like any other builds you want to focus on, weapon damage as your priority. So let's move on for this gameplay. This is a fast kill type of DPS build. If you're into adrenaline rushing, if you're into a fast type of gameplay, I would say it's really effective if you're using this build as a flanker, because the Bloodsucker itself, Bloodsucker backpack talent, is going to assist you to achieve the blue armor and get close to NPCs to get, as you can see on below our health bar, the Bloodsucker talent has been proc as well as your Intimidate. The chosen type of weapon we have chosen is Lady Death, because out of all other SMG you will be able to find, I would say as Lady Death hits really hard at full maximum pro, and at the same time it gives you the speed for each kill. You want to make sure that you're at least within 10 to 15 meters of the NPC for full maximum DPS damage. So you kill them fast and you do not need to... This is one build that you can truly face tank your NPC if they are taken down fast. You're looking for the NPC, there we go, here it is. You want to pause, so the dog will be jammed. So this is why I've chosen Jammer Pause for this build and use it as and when it is necessary when dealing with robotics NPCs. So there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, brought to you by yours truly, Neuroisdelicious. And if you guys have any questions or inquiries regarding today's video, 3 must-have shield builds in Division 2 the game, and this bonus SMG build, please don't hesitate to drop your comments and your inquiries under the comments below, and don't forget to like and share this video for more exciting content to come. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you live on the next one. Bye guys.